Ugh, screw this game, it's so bad. 1 out of 10. Hashtag too much water. What? It's true. It's not like I support Team Magma or anything because I think the giant fire lobster is better than the giant waterfish. But, in all seriousness, I have to say I do support both Team Magma and Team Aqua, probably far more than any other villain in the franchise, as they are the only teams that are sensible and have a common goal that you, as a human being, can relate to and understand. Team Magma is trying to expand the land so there is more room for both humans and Pokemon to live. Team Aqua trying to expand the sea so there is more places to fish for food and use the access water to power cities using hydro plantations. And that is what makes these teams some of the greatest villains of the Pokemon series, as they're not villains, only portrayed in the wrong light. More land for humanity to live on, for both people and Pokemon, is not a bad thing. It's only seen as bad by humanity because it is criminals that are trying to achieve such a goal, failing to realise that they themselves would become criminals if given the choice. It's much like the anime series Death Note. You know murdering is wrong, and it's a bad thing, but if you had the power to instantly kill every serial killer, rapist, and child molester, would you? As these are clearly the scum of the earth and have no remorse for humanity, but for you to use the Death Note to kill them, it was you that was the one that used it. It was by your hand that they died. So you're just as bad as them, murdering en masse with no remorse. So it comes to the point of, are they really doing a bad thing when if you were in the same position, you would probably try and expand the land to have humanity praise you? So this in part gives Ruby and Sapphire a good story, as it allows the player to see what the teams are doing and the ramifications it will have on the rest of the world should they succeed, while at the same time only appearing when necessary to allow you to enjoy your journey collecting the badges, making the storyline top notch, unlike Black and White with whatever the fuck that stupid Burke N was trying to do, or fucking Team Flare that just flat out ruined X and Y. For the rest of the game, a lot of it is just standard operating procedure for a Pokemon game. Battles are still turn-based with some nice animations for the moves and such. The bag is still the same, nice and tidy with all of the items segregated, etc. Now, for the remastered stuff, a lot of it was done well. Other stuff, not so well. Few quick ones. Secret bases are a lot bigger and work a lot better than its original counterpart. The time events, like the Shoal Cave, again work a lot better as you are no longer running on an internal battery, so it's a lot more reliable. Pokeblocks are no longer limited, so it's possible to max out all the contest stats on a Pokemon while picking the right blocks for EV training, as they now have special modifications when eaten, like resisting grass moves and such, and most of the bugs and glitches that were in the first one seem to have been fixed. Although, for EV trainers, the infinite day bike bug still works, so you can power level any Pokemon from level 1 to like level 50 in 2 hours. So just leave that shit on overnight with a coin under the joystick and then you can make some badass team. But the main stuff. Graphics! The graphics are the same as X and Y, so very high quality and in the full 2.5 HD flashy graphics, making Ruby and Sapphire feel new and fresh again, and holy shit, please do this to Gold and Silver and Red and Blue, then we can have the 3 best generations with the best tech in them. I did notice a few low textures here and there, but they can be said for X and Y as well, and like X and Y, they are far and few between, so the graphics are top notch. And in keeping with the graphics, I have to add I adore the new look for a lot of the characters, especially Team Aqua and Team Magma, as now Team Magma no longer look like some weird panda hoodies with black ears on, but they actually look like proper fire uniforms with like the lava-ish gloves and things. Adding to this with their boss fights with all the admins, not only looking different from the grunts, but now adding several admins that were not there before with their own unique designs, outfits and personalities. Like the big Aqua guy with no shirt who's just a nice dude but he can crush you. Or the little fat Magma man with anger issues. All of these new personalities once again make the game feel fresh, adding to the overall charm of the world. It makes it feel like it's inhabited by people and not Steve Clone 5314. Yes, Shelley, I really like that outfit and I want it, so if you can give me a spare or something, that'd be great, but that's not possible because Masuda removed character customization, which we'll get to later. Music! As for the music, it's a little lackluster. It's nice hearing all of the Sapphire music remastered and in high definition, but a lot of the tracks are much like the Flash version of Issac and seem to hum to themselves in the background, noise to fill the void. Most of the time, I seem to forget that there was even music playing and I was just playing my own music to fill the dead space. But it's alright, it's nice, it can fill the void. But a playlist of your own music may serve better. As for everything else that was reworked, it's all fine. As mentioned, secret bases are better, the contests are more balanced, and the master contest in the seaside town with the big shop is no longer a cheating piece of shit you could never win. Feebas is so much easier to find. Seriously, go look up the original way to find Feebas. He was the hardest shit to capture, and when I caught him, I caught like a full box full of him as a kid, and I was the envy of all my friends, all asking to trade me one. I mean, big credit goes to who a lot of my friends on the internet now know as the phone guy for playing my version and finding him, but you know who you are. And Mega Evolutions are still dumb, and most of the Mega Evolutions look dumb. I mean, look at Mega Magnetric. I love Magnetric, and look at him now. He's just there like, help me, I'm a giant lightning bolt. But with all of the nice stuff, let's move on to the bad, as Mr. Masuda was taking his crazy pills that day and decided that everything that was a step in the right direction and innovative had to go. You stupid fool, why? So remember in X and Y where you could not only pick your gender, but your race as well? Well, in O.R.A.S, too bad. You're either a pasty white girl or a pasty white guy. Sorry, black people, but I'm in the Tamagotchi party, and I am both a homophobe and a racist. It doesn't matter what shade you are. Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, 80% cocoa chocolate. Fuck you! Here in the Hoenn region, we only like the white chocolate. No! Fuck you, Masuda. No, that is bad. You don't just remove race from the game. You're not fucking Bioshock Infinite, and Hoenn is not Columbia. Oh, but it's justified, which we'll come to in a moment. Another letdown is hope you didn't like customizing your trainer to make each of you feel special and individual, because I removed the clothes shops as well. Standard uniform orange and green for all the boys, and standard recolored May costume for all the girls. What do you think this is? A role-playing game where you're allowed personality? Ha ha ha! Get out of Hoenn then, because your black personality-loving fucking face isn't welcome here. Here in Masudaland, we are all about white conformitism! Oh, but again, it's all justified. Why? With his statement that I will now read in a childish, dismissive tone because it's no fucking excuse. These features will not be returning in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Instead, trainer customization of any kind will remain exclusive to the Kalos region from Pokemon X and Y. However, the Hoenn region in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire will retain its focus on adventure and the themes of richness and abundance. Elements exclusive to the Hoenn region, such as secret bases and Pokemon contests, will be revamped for the fans of the original game. And if you need to just get your dress-up fix, you can still look forward to cosplay Pikachu. Fuck you! That's no fucking excuse. Oh, I revamped the secret bases. What, those empty small boxes? Yeah, bet that took all of like one fucking day. And Pikachu dress up? Who said we're even gonna find the little yellow bastard? No! That is a disgusting move, that you value dressing up the goddamn rat over racial equality and customization. That's what everybody liked you for and praised you for in X and Y, that you were catering for everybody. Male, female, black, white, and that you could have a style that reflects your personality, and taking them away for fucking Pikachu dress-up earns you one nice big star made of shit that now has to hang off this fine game. But hey, if you're into being a white conformist in a dictatorship, then this game's still for you. Although, you may want to impose the Nuzlocke challenge rules on yourself, as Fiora Medusa got way too liberal with the restorative items and power-ups, so you can get an OP team by like level 20 if you want, just from all the amount of potions and HP ups and zinc and iron and all that other sweet power-up stuff I just found laying around on the ground. So at least Nuzlocke might provide some challenge. So my final verdict for O.R.A.S, because we have to abbreviate everything now, but that is besides the point. My final verdict for O.R.A.S FNAF LOL hashtag too much water is 3 out of 5. I am disappointed. For every one step forward, it takes 2 steps back. Improve the graphics, make forgettable soundtrack and Digimon Mega Evolutions. Improve the contests, be racist and conformitist with no racial selection nor character customization. But it's okay though, if you need your customization fix, you can put the fucking rat in a dress. And this is a shame, as there is a great, well-made, beautiful game in here near the core, but we have to get past all this trivial, silly shit that should have been there anyway, like the character customization from both the clothes and the racial standpoint would have taken no effort whatsoever to Control-C, Control-V it into O.R.A.S. Of course, that would be a bad thing. That is not conformitism, so remember, dying children. Fiora Medusa says that all colored people are evil, and you must all think like a hive mind, full of conformitism, in ein perfect region. Trust me, I learned from the best teacher. That was Tamagotchi life. Hal, Masuda, and Hal, Horan region.